Here's why my foxes have short tails. You may have noticed that two of my foxes, Tiger and Heidi, have very cute little tails, while the girls Boo Boo and Aurora have full tails. Well, the reason for the short tails isn't anything to do with genetics or biology, they're just injuries. Back when I first met him, Tiger looked like this. He had a long, handsome tail with a gorgeous white tip. However, at the time, he was a rival male fighting to steal the territory from my old friend Bruiser. They fought a lot, and Bruiser got a lot of bites to the face to prove it.
Oh, your nose!
But even though Tiger eventually won the territory, he got the biggest injury. In March 2024, half of Tiger's tail was degloved, which, trigger warning for the explanation, means his tail got caught in something, possibly Bruiser's teeth, and the fur and the flesh on his tail got ripped away from the bone, kind of like pulling off a sock or a glove. So one evening, I saw him with his normal full tail, and then a couple of hours later he returned, and the bottom of his tail was just a stringy bit of bone. I didn't expect him to survive that. I managed to get him a couple of doses of medicine, but that was it. He didn't visit often enough for proper care or trapping. But somehow, a month later, he turned up again without the piece of bone.
Aww.
It had shriveled up and fallen off, and the wound closed. Over time, his tail fur grew around the injury site, leaving him with this gorgeous little pom-pom tail that we know him for. So he's perfectly healthy, just with a shorter tail. I've never seen Heidi with anything but her pom-pom, so we can safely assume that she also lost her tail through some kind of injury. This could be caused by her litter mates chewing on her tail when they were babies, a fight with another fox, getting it caught in something or squished beneath a car wheel, or even chewing it off herself if she was struggling with mange. After all, she was a bit poorly when we first met her over the summer. But it doesn't really matter what caused Heidi's injury. We'll never know her with a full tail, and we don't actually need to. She's perfect just as she is, and so's Tiger. It's actually quite common for foxes to lose pieces of their tails like this, as it's the kind of injury that has a good survival rate. I even knew another fox, Boo Boo's mum Tinytail, who had an even shorter one. However, we're incredibly lucky that two very friendly foxes who both have these super cute mini tails are visiting at the same time. That's rare. So, no, British foxes aren't supposed to have short tails. And yes, Tiger and Heidi's tails do look a little strange and bulbous, as some of you keep saying, but there's nothing wrong with them. They're just very short tails covered in so much fur that it makes them look completely round. And you know what? I wouldn't have them any other way.
Aww, that's so cute. Love you.